going on, everybody? Today we're going to be learning the Fakie Bigspin. I've been really busy with my skate school. I apologize, I haven't made a video in a while, but I'm really excited to get into the Fakie Bigspin. This is an extremely fun trick. It's generally kind of a beginner trick, but I think as an advanced skater you can have a lot of fun with it because there's a lot of ways to manipulate it, so let's get into it. All right, so the first thing that you want to learn is you want to make sure you have a really good half cab, and you want to make sure that you have a pop shove it and a fakie shove it, all right? So once you have those tricks dialed, you're ready to try it. I will say though, please watch my pop shove it trick tip before trying this, because like you're gonna want to be able to do a pop shove it in a very specific way. So I'm gonna have that link below, so check that out if you haven't seen it already, or if you just have a really good shove it, you're ready to go. So with the Fakie Bigspin, there's two ways to do it. I'm gonna teach you both ways because I think it's super important. So the first way I'm gonna teach you how to do it is it's more of like a scooping way, and this is gonna be better for flat ground. This is gonna be better if you're doing like fakie bigger spins. This is not how you're gonna do it if you're gonna do a fakie big flip or like go into something. So this is gonna be the foot position for the Fakie Bigspin, right? Our front foot, it's gonna be like kick flip position, but maybe a little higher. Back foot, we're gonna put right in this pocket, all right? We're gonna pretty much put it exactly like a big spin or like one of those little quick shove-its, right? Because if you wanna do a pop shove it, your foot's gonna be here, right? If you're gonna do one of those little quick shove-its where you're just throwing it around, you wanna kind of be on this inside pocket. So we're gonna approach the Fakie Bigspin just like this, all right? So the next step, I think this is probably the most important part, is the travel path of your back foot. So this back foot, right, it's a complete scoop. You're not really popping it, you're scraping it. So imagine we had like a little line to draw right here. This foot's gonna come down right here, and it's gonna do a little semicircle on the ground, right? Like that, right? We're not gonna pop down. We're gonna go right? So there's a key difference here. We're not doing this. We're doing this. You can hear it in the sound. Hear that sound? Right? Scrape. Now, the next thing that's super important is as we wind up through this, a lot of times with fakie tricks, you get real ahead, right? Your upper body twists ahead and your body starts to drift this way, all right? And sometimes we need to use that. With the Fakie Bigspin, we want to kind of hold back. We want to wind up, and as we come across, I want to start to initiate the scoop, right? And the board's just gonna rotate right to my feet. Now, another thing to keep in mind when you do Fakie Bigspins is like, you don't want to try to catch it in any particular way. So like if we're doing a shove it, your back foot just hangs out, this stops the rotation, and then this one goes down. And if you're doing the kind of like beginner Fakie Bigspin, when you throw it, you're not gonna pop and you're gonna try to stop it with this foot. But when we start to get off the ground and we try to stop the board with either foot, it makes you primo and stuff. So just focus on getting a nice little scoop and just kind of, you know, float above the board and let both feet hit the board at the same time. So those are the three things you want to focus on. Getting a scoop, dragging his foot along the ground, and keeping your shoulders slightly behind the board because it'll just float around. And try not to catch it with the back or front foot. And then that's how you do level 1 Fakie Bigspin. So let's show a couple. It's a very distinct scooping sound. And as you notice, my back foot, like, I didn't really land bolts. I landed like this. And that's because when you do that scoop, the board like effortlessly rotates. That's why you have to stay behind it. Because if I was to stay ahead of it and I scoop like that, it's gonna over-rotate like really easily. The reason I like this scooping one is it's so effortless. Like the board just comes around. I got ahead of it. Nice.
Nice one, dude.
My shoulders went ahead of the board. See, that's what you want. When I win, I start to lean forward. You got to stay behind it. Watch. You saw that. Alright, so that's great. That's how I would recommend doing this trick in a game of skate, because if you do that nice quick scoop, it's probably not gonna primo. Because one of the biggest problems with fakie big spins is you do it and you land primo. Alright, so the little scooping method is how I would do it in a game of skate. Now if I wanna do a fakie big spin to lip slide, I wanna do a fakie big spin down a set, we'll have to actually add some pop to it and catch it. This is how you're gonna do it, all right? So step one is the foot placement. Front foot, same deal. And if I didn't explain before on like pop shove-its and big spins and whatever, you want your foot like this, because if your foot's here, when the board moves across, your foot can catch it. If it's right here, it's just like up and out of the way real quick. So for this one, right, our back foot was here, but now we wanna move it here, right? See that? This is the difference. Now, whenever you do shove-its or like anything like this, the reason we put our foot right there is because if our foot's on the inside and we add some power to it, like a big pop, no matter what we do, the board starts to rotate. So if I'm going fakie big spin and I put my foot in the pocket and I add some force to it, primo. So over here, we have like that opposite pressure, so we pop, and the board naturally wants to come this way, but it also wants to go that way. So it's gonna level out. It's not gonna roll. But the difference is, if our foot's here, we have a hard time getting rotation. But this is where we're doing the catch. So if we roll up right here, we don't scoop it. We pop straight down hard, right? And that's gonna snap a shove it here. We catch it with our feet, and then we turn the second half. And another thing comes into play is, on the last one I said, stay behind it with your shoulders. With this one, we want to stay a little bit ahead of it, because we need that extra shoulder rotation to get it to come around. If I stay behind it, I'm going to under rotate. I'm just going to do this. So the rotation doesn't come from the scoop, it comes from our body. We throw our body and we pop hard. When we pop hard, our lower body is just thinking shove it. Boom. Catch with both feet, and then it rotates. There's a clear difference, and this shove it is pretty much the only way you're gonna get into like lip slide, fakie big spin, nose slide. Anytime where you're trying to go up and over something or into something, you're gonna wanna do it this way. Let's see if I got it first try. You can see how I just like caught it in the air, and my shoulder rotation is what pulled me around, but I got height on it and it didn't roll over. That's because our foot is on the inside. Sorry, I'm not Tony Hawk. I don't know if Tony Hawk even does anything, I'm retired, okay? Don't mind the sketchiness, all right? This is unedited, okay? Bad. I need to snap the shove it into my feet quicker. All right, you guys get the point. I hope that helps. Probably not what you were expecting, but I'm a skate nerd, so subscribe, like. If you want to support us, we make the best skateboards on the planet.
100%.
Right here. Coyote skateboards, they're twin tails, made in the US. If you want to support us, pick one of these up. If you live in the LA area, hit us up. Learn how to skate with us. All right, one for the road.